Now, here was me thinking Liz Truss was the thick one, but here's footage of Rishi Sunak actually admitting some truth for a change.
I managed to start changing the funding formulas to make sure that areas like this are getting the funding that they deserve. Because we inherited a bunch of formulas from the Labour Party that shoved all the funding into deprived urban areas, then that needed to be undone. I started the work of undoing that. I made sure as Chancellor across government, not only do we increase local government funding.
Well, he did always say he'd run the country like Thatcher, didn't he? Enriching the South while shitting on the North. He said he inherited a load of formulas from Labour which saw funding sent to deprived urban areas, and Sunak admitted to changing that to ensure funding went to where it was deserved. Areas such as Tunbridge Wells, a constituency which has returned a Tory MP since the seat was created in 1974, winning at least in the range of 50% of the vote each time, and is one of the wealthiest corners of the UK, depriving poor areas to enrich still further already wealthy ones. You don't get more Tory than that. Reinforcing the fact Sunak has pulled the wherewithal of a broken teacup is that he had to have known he was being filmed. This is no shaky amateur footage on a phone after all, but hey, he's talking to the people with a vote in this election. People who don't just vote Tory, but joined them. And this kind of punching down on the poor and deprived is vote-winning stuff to them. But this footage will never now go away. As much as we can castigate Liz Truss over her U-turns and flip-flopping of her position on literally anything to suit her own ends, Sunak is just as stupid if he thinks come an election, this will be forgotten. He's basically just admitted that all the Tories talk of levelling up was a complete lie. Should he win this contest, and that's a big if, with Thick Lizzy enjoying a big lead over him right now, this will show to voters of all backgrounds that Sunak is the sort of man who will knowingly and intentionally deprive those with the least to benefit those already well off, from the many to the few, but for whom enough is never enough. That's a vote killer even a Tory should recognise, and no amount of media spin can bury this footage.